Dun 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 dun. We're so back. Dun 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 dun. Peak fiction. 2 weeks of having not experienced peak. Your boy is hungry. Your boy is thirsty. It feels like it's been a millennium, man. It feels like it's been an eternity. And now I am going to have 2 straight chapters. I like Ninja Pope just said, a double header. You guys think dun 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 dun. Y'all think the NBA brings good double headers. You might even think the MLB or the NFL brings good double headers. Wait until you see what we have cooking here today, man. We're back with Ichiro Oda greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Do y'all see your boy? Nope, not yet. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. No, it's not here. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Hold on. Oh, it's not even plugged in. Am I tripping? No, is the camera not plugged in? Where's the camera? It is plugged in. Hold on. What's going on? Why isn't the camera working? Where's the camera? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me plug it in. Let's see. The camera's not working. Hold on. We're gonna figure it out. Okay. 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 Oh, hold on. You see your boy in the corner? Yes, sir! Yes, sir! We are so back. They thought they could take your boy away. No! Absolutely not! The wind thought it was gonna take me. The storms thought that they could do it, but they couldn't handle your boy. Praise the Lord, first and foremost, for protecting the household. And for protecting your boy. We were taken out for a week. But we are so back, man. We are so back, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, I have been deprived of that One Piece greatness. And this could not have come at a worse time. Because I'm so invested in the One Piece greatness, the Bleach greatness, and the Hunter x Hunter greatness. And the fact that I was unable to experience any of the 3 last week was tearing me apart. It was tearing me apart, man. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I have to ask, is the audio good? Because we've got a lot of stuff to say, man. It's good to see everybody, man. Seriously. It's really good to see everybody, yo. It's really good to see everybody. Let me know if the audio's good while I prepare this thingy right here. Make sure. It's been a while since we streamed, bro. Let me see. Have you been spoiled? I have not been spoiled, bro. I have not been spoiled on either chapter. Praise the Lord. I am so excited to see what's incoming, man. I have not been spoiled on either chapter. On anything, honestly. Not in Hunter x Hunter. What in the world is this? Why is my thumbnail on the stream, bro? What's going on? Okay, hold on. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, window. Image. Hold on. Discard the changes. Thank you. Alright. Let me see what's going on. Come on. Alright, I got the Mac Ring of Death here. I'm trying to bring something up. Ali G! Ali G came back and said, hold up! Yo, the Gorosei back in action! Okay, this is how I know we're about to have some gas to react to if we've got the Gorosei here, man. Holy sweet mother of flag darts. Ali G comes in. How many memberships was that? I didn't even see. 50! God, Lord! Comes in and drops the 50 piece! The 50 piece! Yo! Okay. Ali G with the 50 piece. It's been a minute, man. Yo, Ali G, on a serious note, not just Ali G, but to everyone else, Ali G included, who reached out during the hurricane, during the storm. It meant a lot. So I appreciate everybody who reached out. Ali G, man, come on, bro, you're insane. You are insane. Ladies and gentlemen, this stream brought to you by Yeast 10 Nordics, coming out next week on October 25th, 2024. It's coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, the PC, and the Nintendo Switch. If you are looking for LBAF terminology within a Trails, or I should say within a game made by the Trails creators. The Trails creators have a series also called Yeast. And my first entry into this series, as gifted by NIS America, all up to them, thank you for the review copy. They came in and provided your boy with the heat because they knew that this was a Recon core game. And what did I get? An action RPG by the creators of Trails that have pirates and LBAF terminology. So if that rings true for you, then go buy Yeast 10 coming out next week on PC, Switch, PS5, and PS4, because it is gas. It is gas, man. Just finished it this morning. An absolutely incredible experience. All love for that Yeast greatness. Now, let's go ahead and get right into the greatness. Oh my god, R-End coming in! R-End coming in with a... Bro, how good are these chapters, man? How good are these chapters? We got Ali G with the 50 bomb. We've got R-End with the 20 bomb. I mean, the Godosei are back. They might be literally back, as far as I'm concerned. Look at this. We're about to see some insanity in these chapters. Okay, I'm excited. I am so excited. Oh, man, I can't wait for the peak, bro. I can't wait. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here today for some greatness. Like I just finished saying, it has been a while. It has been a while since the awesome sauce has been brought to all of us thanks to that dastardly Hurricane Milton, right? And so, a lot of greatness has passed, man. And I'm looking forward to the next top 5 of the week, because there's a lot of stuff that is, of course, has happened. A lot of games that have dropped, a lot of games that have completed, or not a lot, but a few games have completed, a few games have started, that I can't wait to talk about in that next top 5. But we are finally here for a weekend of absolute gas, man. So let's go through the rundown real quick. We'll ask for what the chapter title is, then we'll go through the membership messages. Or I should say, we'll ask if I should read the chapter title. We'll go through the membership messages, and then we'll start with the intro to the chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, during the past couple of days, I've had a lot of time to put together a good schedule for what's incoming. So I'm not sure if the Ishitani special is dropping tomorrow, the One Piece letter, or whatever it's called. That I want to react to when it drops, because obviously I'm a huge fan of Ishitani, so I think Ishitani's behind that special. If Ishitani's the one behind that special, then of course I want to be here for that greatness. I haven't had the opportunity to really look in depth into it, because obviously I've been trying to avoid spoilers. But if that is coming out tomorrow, I will try to be here no matter what for that tomorrow. So the rundown is, today, reacting to the best-selling manga in history, both of these chapters. Tomorrow, either Bleach or the One Piece letter, depending on what we're going to do with the greatness, right? I don't know if that's coming out tomorrow or not. The chat has to let me know if it is coming out. So it is Ishitani, and it's tomorrow. Okay, so we'll be there for that. We'll be there for that. We'll have to... Dang, man, I want to watch Bleach, too. But there's nothing on the planet Earth I want to watch more than the Ishitani special, so that'll have to take priority. So for sure, that'll be done tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do then. I'll try to do all 3, but we'll see what happens whenever I go home from work tomorrow. We'll see. So, gonna try to do that tomorrow, obviously, and then Sunday will be for Hunter x Hunter. At the beginning of next week, we'll do the top 5 for the week, and then next week, because next week is my birthday, next week we are doing the arc rankings for One Piece, man, and I'm looking forward to going through, because I believe this week's chapter starts the 2-week break for the series. So, if it starts the 2-week break for the series, then next week will be when we do the One Piece arc rankings. And so we'll celebrate the B-Day with some good old One Piece arc rankings and have some fun with that. And so that is the current plan for what's incoming for the channel. So extremely exciting stuff. But let's go ahead and read the membership messages. Once again, Ali G and RN, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. They came in dropping a 20 bomb and a 50 bomb respectively. Insane. I appreciate. I don't know what to say. When the Gorosei come up in like Suomori, there is nothing that can be said. You know what I mean? There's nothing that can be said. And so let's go ahead and start off. This is how I know it's going to be a gas chapter. Josh Pointer comes in and says, with a 10. There's good news and bad news. Good news is that you're okay from the hurricane. You get to experience 2 peak chapters. Bad news is the One Piece anime is on break. I didn't even get a chance to talk about that. And that feeling when you finish Kai no Kiseki. The feeling that an individual gets when they experience Kai no Kiseki is something that I wish upon every single human being. It is the experience of elation. You know, it's the experience of being thankful for being alive. So I wish that upon every human being out here. Of course, not saying any spoilers, but I wish that to everyone who's ever lived. I really do, because it is a special, special story. The One Piece anime being on break. God bless the staff for giving us so much peak. For years, we've thought about the possibilities of One Piece potentially going seasonal one day. And it's happening. And I mean, obviously I'm going to miss it because I'm such a massive fan of the series. And even though I'm a fraudulent anime fan because I haven't watched it in a couple weeks. But I obviously love the One Piece anime, so I'm going to miss it a lot. Apparently we're getting One Piece Kai with the Fishman Island remaster, so looking forward to seeing how that art comes together in the remaster. But the anime is going to be on break until like April or, what is it, May? April? Whenever it is, when the break ends. It's going to be a while. And so I'm going to miss it, obviously, and I wish nothing but the best for the animators. I'm assuming they're still going to be working even while this whole thing's going down. But I am going to miss it a lot. And so I hope that it's going to be for the betterment of the staff as well as the production overall behind the scenes of the series. As long as they're okay, their health is good, and everything's good, that's the most important thing. And so I hope everything but the best for them and for Oda. I don't know why he's taking this break either. So I'm hoping that Oda's good for the manga break and that the people behind the anime are also good as well. So I'm hoping the best for them. Now, I can't wait for these 2 peak chapters. And once again, thank you, Josh Pointers. I know it's going to be a great chapter. April 2025. Thank you, Subra. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now, we then get a comment from True Roofers. Now, truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, because we just got hit by a hurricane, there was a lot of true roofers happening within my city. And so I got to see a lot of that. A lot of roofs being put together thanks to the great efforts of True Roofers. And so, if True Roofers ever does want to sponsor the channel, I'm here and I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We're ready for some greatness and for the heat and the awesome sauce that is True Roofers. So, nothing but love to the individuals over at True Roofers for the $1 donation. I can guarantee you that's going to go to some peak. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, True Roofers, for what you've done for my community, as well as what you continue to do for my series. Thank you, True Roofers. Hey, then it comes to a membership for 18 months and says, on break at work right now, Goat Raw Fire peak incoming. Ooh. I can't wait, Hank. Thank you. I appreciate you so much for that. I really, really do. And seriously, have a good day at work. And whether it be during the stream, because I don't know how long we're going to be here. I try streaming as early as possible, so we're going to get through 2 chapters. But if you're still at work when we finish, or when we're finished with the chapter, I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts on the chapter after that. But if not, then of course in the comment section after the video goes up. I appreciate you, Hank. Thank you for stopping by even while at work. CB Maddie comes in with a 5 and says, Coach, glad you're okay and can experience some more peak with all of us. I hope you stood like Zoro after the hurricane. Pass. I can promise you I did. We got the nothing happened pose. We were hitting it. We were like, yo, nothing happened. End of story. And we kept it trucking. You know what I mean, CB Maddie. And so I appreciate you. Really can't wait to experience all of the peak that has been waiting for me. Especially with how good in the manga side of things, One Piece and Hunter x Hunter have been. Like, I really can't wait to read both of those in particular. Instant Messenger Sama comes in with the 20 and says, man, last time we got a double reaction from King was back in the early Dressrosa days. Time flies like crazy. I think the last time we did a double reaction from my recollection was when I took that, it was the week after the Sanji versus Luffy fight. And I reacted to, I believe it was 845 and 846. It was in that Whole Cake Island stretch when I reacted to 2 chapters. I remember that. I remember because I wasn't able to do it in one of those weeks. But it was right after Sanji versus Luffy. It was somewhere in the 840s that I did a double reaction. It's been a long time. It's been a really long time. It might have happened since then, but I don't remember. But man, that's crazy. It's from Whole Cake Island and Dressrosa days. That's how you know. Time really does fly. Semester Sama's here too, man. I was saying, no, it's gonna be a peak chapter. This is nuts. Thank you, Semester Sama. I hope you're well, and I hope that body that you caught over St. J. Garcia Saturday has been filling you up with greatness. You know what I mean? Plutonian Moon comes in membership for 19 months and says, finally made a stream. It's been a while, Pluto, man. I'm glad to have you here. I hope everything's well. And it's been a while. It has been a while, Pluto, man. I really hope everything's good with you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Subra then comes in with a membership for the Kingdom of Santa hats. I love to use Subra, and seriously, a huge thank you to Subra, who kept me updated throughout the entire hurricane situation. I was able to find out about the break, both for the anime and the manga, and a couple other things thanks to Subra. So nothing but love to Subra for keeping me updated throughout the entire situation when I had no access to the internet and stuff of that nature. So I really do appreciate Subra for that. Then CB Maddie comes to membership for 8 months. Says also read the title for 1129, but not for 1130. I appreciate you for that, CB Maddie. I'll keep that in mind. But of course, we have a democracy here, so I must put that up to vote. But I really do appreciate the thought, and I'm hoping that it could fall in line with that. But dang, not read the title for 1130. Oh God, what in the world is the title? What in the world is the title? Oh man, exciting stuff. Appreciate you, CB Maddie. Thank you so much for that. Phoebe Kira Tokyo comes with a 5 and says, there's so much greatness in these chapters that I seem to have gotten myself permanently stuck in the peak cinema pose. Hope you're ready. The peak cinema pose. Extremely, extremely excited. Yeah, let's go. I saw a peak cinema pose the other day that I thought was hilarious. I think it was Luffy that was doing the peak cinema pose. I saved it on my phone. I'll have to go get it, but I love that image so much. Yeah, it's super good. Thank you, Phoebe. I appreciate you and excited to see what the peak cinema that's in store for us is about to be. Then the last super, and once again, a huge, massive thank you to the individuals who gifted memberships in Ali G, as well as R-End for gifting 50 from Ali G and 20 from R-End. Nothing but love to the Gorosei for the insane amount of support. I truly, truly do appreciate you guys. Frodo Baggage comes in with a 5 and says, hope you and your family were all good during the hurricane. Now get ready for some Goat Raw Fuego, Puerto Rico. So excited, Frodo Baggage. I know, I love to Puerto Rico, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. And yeah, the family's all good. Thank the Lord. And ready to read some Peak. Have you seen the Don Don Peak, by the way? I have. I'm behind on the anime, but I did watch the first episode. I haven't watched any other episode from this season after that first episode for all of the anime. So, like, after last week's episode aired for everything, I haven't watched... Actually, no, I think it was the week before. After the week before, I haven't watched an episode of anything. So, I can't wait to watch Dan and Blue Box, Blue Lock, Bleach, Dragon Ball Daima. I watched Daima last week. I watched it on my phone. That was the only anime I watched last week. And then, but I need to watch everything else. ReZero, Monogatari, I need to watch everything. But yeah, so I watched the first episode of Dan, and that was great stuff. So I gotta watch the rest of it for sure. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's put up the title. Here, are we going to read the title? Read the title. This one's going to be for 1129. Read the title for 1129. Remember, this is 1129, not 1130. Read the title for 1129. 1129. So it'll be 1129 for that one, and then we'll do another one for 1130. So yeah, ReZero as well. Really, really enjoying ReZero too. Absolute greatness. Off topic. So Instant Master Sama comes in with a 10 and says, off topic, the new Lazarus trailer. My boy Laz, Commodore Laz with the trailer. Just dropped. Shinichiro Watanabe is cooking again. Shinichiro Watanabe coming up in the like swimwear? Oh, I gotta watch that this semester, Sama. Yo, after the stream, or after like we finish reading the chapters, link me that trailer. I'm a huge fan of Watanabe. So extremely excited for that. Wow, I did not know, bro. I did not know. That is dope. So we'll have that for the title. Also, guys, in regards to the to where we're, oh snap, I didn't even notice we were that blurry. Let me see if I can. Did my camera fall last stream? Is that why it's a little blurry? Give me a sec. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good now. But yo, did my camera fall? But yeah, Laz dropping a banger collaboration with Shinichiro Watanabe. That's what we need in this world. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. But ladies and gentlemen, while the poll goes up, we are here today to read the latest installment. Oh man, dude, y'all have no idea, bro. Especially because I've been playing Ys, which you can also get next Friday. That's dropping. Oh, let me pull up the image. Which you can also get next Friday. Wait, where in the world's the image at, man? That you can also get next Friday when it drops on October 25th, 2024 for the PS5, PC, and the Switch. Because of the LBAF terminology and the pirates. And it's like, bro, it reminds me so much of my series, especially where we're at. And I was like, bro, I'm digging this so much. I'm loving this so much. And I'm like, dog, I'm in the middle of experiencing this peak. And it's reminding me of everything that I can't experience over on the YouTube channel. So we are here today to continue wherever this mystery island is, man. We just finished meeting in our latest chapters the fake sun dude that came in like he was from the Promised Neverland, like he had the Hueco Mundo gear from episode 147 in the filler. I forgot what the dude's name was, but in the Hueco Mundo filler. And I was like, bro, what are we cooking here, Ichiro Oda? We started blasting through dimensions like it was Kingdom Hearts 1. I was like, nah, this is getting nuts, man. And so I've been really enjoying the early vibe of this series, of this arc, with all of the characters that are involved, the comedic interactions, but as well as the twists and turns and adventure piece aspect that makes it so much fun. And so, continuing off of that, we are here today to continue the latest installment in whatever arc this is. I'm hoping it's either the prelude to Elbaf or Elbaf itself. And the best-selling manga in history. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I've got 2 chapters to read today, man. Now, I can barely handle one. Y'all know this. I can barely handle one. So the fact that we're reading 2 chapters here today, I might ascend. I might ascend, man. I might ascend. And so I'm extremely excited to be able to bring all of you guys here today a reaction to not 1 chapter, but 2 chapters of that we had to extend it a little bit, man. You know, I'm not gonna be able to do that for like another 3 weeks. You know what I mean? When there's a long break, you gotta love it when you get it, man. You have to love it when it comes. And so, we are here today for some peek. Let me go ahead and grab my laptop. I know for a fact that this thing is not living. I know for a fact this thing's not living here. But no, on a serious note, all love to NIS America. Just to clarify, your boy, this is not a quote-unquote sponsored stream. It's a collaboration to ensure that the message gets sent. You know what I mean? Because listen, I'm not paid for this. I genuinely, with every fiber of my being, love Nihon Falcom. And NIS America publishes Nihon Falcom products. And so, I don't need money to tell y'all that Trails is peak fiction. You know what I mean? If Ichiro Oda were to ever reach out to your boy and be like, yo, can we sponsor you? Of course I'd be happy. But that's not, listen, I don't need a sponsorship. Bro, and this is how I am right now. Imagine if I had a sponsorship with One Piece, bro. That would be that. That'd be that, man. And so, we are here for greatness. Renara comes membership for 3 months, says, played 1 hour of Kai, maybe the greatest game ever made. I'm not going to comment, because, of course, the game is not available for many individuals out there. But what I will say, Renara, is that you are spitting facts. You are spitting absolute facts. And I can't speak, because if not, I will end up spoiling, and that's not what we want to do here on this wonderful day, you know what I'm saying? But Kai no Kiseki, Renara, Kai no Kiseki, keep me updated. Keep me updated, because that is peak, you know what I mean? But we digress. We digress. We digress. Now, let's go ahead and see here. 1129. Yes, 91%. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see here. Now, I've got to block, like, 2 different things. Now, how do I get to the old One Piece chapters? Let me see. View all chapters. Let me block this right here. 1129. Perfect. Oh, that works. Yes. Oh, yes, sir. Yo, TCB, the way that you've done this so that people could still avoid looking at titles, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Now, One Piece chapter 1129. What's the title for this one, man? Living Dolls. Oh, God. Oh, that must be them. Because they're so small. Our straw hats are so small, they must be living dolls. That must be a comment for them. So One Piece chapter 1129. Living Dolls. Tama, Shinobu. We've even... Yo, man. Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. I have missed these characters so much. So much. Yamato doing the Luffy as well? Come on, man. Come on. And I love how Tom was also training to be a Kunoichi. Going back to the Ace comment as well as the Luffy comment. Beautiful stuff. Only Child Yamato in the Holy Inari Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 16. A ninja lesson at Amigasa Village. No Naruto volumes to be seen, but we know that Oda and Kishimoto are good friends. And so, great stuff there in regards to the ninja lesson at Amigasa Village. In the notes, we see Nobuyuki Sakuma and I grabbed a bite in town at Machichuka, and this dude didn't pass out. There were 4 of us in total, all around the same age. It was a ton of fun and super delicious. So Nobuyuki Sakuma is living the dream. You know what I mean? I don't know who that person is, but they're living the dream. But let's get into the chapter. Great sun god, please calm down. Look, you can see flames from the cracks. The sky is falling. It's the end of the world. Here we go, man, with this dude, bro. You know, I went to a place called Texas Roadhouse for the first time after we read 1128. It was that Saturday. Or was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. And they had this very same mask up on the wall. And I was like, bro, this is not a coincidence, man. The way things work out on the planet are crazy. It really is, man. When stuff like that just happened, it was like, bro, like, hey, this man is following me. He's following me, you feel me? And so all of Texas Roadhouse, man, good stuff. Once again, not sponsored, but good stuff. Good food. Very good food. Tasty bread. Oh, man, that bread was so good that I almost went back again to get more bread. I was like, dude, why is this bread so good? And then the butter and it was like, bro, it tasted like something that came from something otherworldly. And the servant... Anyway, the chapter. I shall never forget this slight, you living dolls. Right, there's the title. You demolished my rue? My rue? His lucky rue? Oh no, his room. He's talking about his room. His temple. Bro, their bread is good, Wes. You get it! You get it, bro. I was like, yo! Great stuff! They have the best bread, Yoshi. I'm telling you. Bro, that bread goes crazy. It will change one's life. I'm telling you, Quack Dude. It changes lives. It was I had never eaten bread that good at a restaurant. I've eaten some good bread. Don't get me wrong, at restaurants. But that bread had me. I was ascending. I was like, bro, this is the bread that they ate in the ancient times. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, this is crazy. Anyways, he demolished my room, temple, and my poor pet. I mean servants, and of course, referring to the giant snake and the big bird that we saw last time. Oh, I love this panel, dude. You just see the dude here as the giant trees in the background. This guy's way too scary. I'm so happy to see Straw Hats again, man. So we see Nami, Chopper, Usopp, and Luffy. Usopp still rocking the Recon mustache here. That guy's way too scary. He's more like a demon than a god. Is it okay for the town to be shaking like this? I mean, it's not because of old dude. It's because Luffy's here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji were going ham last chapter. Do you know what that's going to do to the planet? The whole planet's gonna be rocking. Are you kidding me? All of this was really made out of those blocks. Jump over, cat. And here comes Alice in Wonderland. Oh, Lord. Great Iscat. No, that's not Iscat, bro. That is Garfield. He must have put a ton of time into it. Let's try to get away without destroying his hard work. I love how Luffy goes from whooping this thing, saying that we whooped it, and he's like, no, he's trying his hardest. Let's not get in his way. Yeah. Hey, cat. Stop that is cat. And here we get a double page spread with the dude. Let me make this a full page here. Stop that is cat. You are you aiding them? And we get this. Wow, what a page. You see the tallest Lego building right here. Another really tall one behind it. And of course, there's another one right here. As the Garfield cat is moving through. You are you aiding them? We can reach the end of the world in no time thanks to this cat. Huh? We're going where now? Luffy's like, the end of the world? Where's that? Where's it at? Little does he know, the end of the world can only be found when the One Piece is found, according to Whitebeard. And so once again, one of Usopp's lies will come true. It will come true. And it might be thanks to this cat. Alright? Nami, you should listen, Luffy. We need to follow the blueprints. Nami comes in, tosses. What did she toss? Did she toss the map that she had at the end of last chapter? Remember how she had the map? Don't worry, I memorized them. She memorized the map. She said, I don't need those things. Maps? I am the maps. She's the map, he's the map, I'm the map, he's the map, we're the map! You know that Dora the Explorer. She said, I am the map. I'm the map and Dora. Dora, Dora. Right, and Nami said, I am Dora and the map. We do it. And I memorized all of them. Don't play with my girl, dog. They said that people nowadays, their attention spans don't allow them to memorize things as well as they once did. Then what about Nami? Nami's out here memorizing whole things. Because that's my girl, dog. Look, Luffy, you see that in the mirror? We can see the door from earlier in it. Oh, you're right. If you look closely, all the clouds are just strung up balls of cotton. Love this panel. Like, we see them both on top of the Alice in Wonderland cat. Luffy and Nami here. It's Zoro with the cloud goggles, bro. This place may look expansive, but it's really just a giant's room, right? So the horizon only seems endless. See a gleam in Nami's eyes here, but it shouldn't be much further. We just need to keep pushing forward. The great tree mirrors a town forest fountain We've already crossed half the country. Wow, it's a very small place, at least this section of it. Now I see, if you believe those blueprints... so this is what Nami memorized in her head. These are the blueprints that are inside. We're taking like a sneak peek look into Nami's mind, which I think is really, really cool for that. Like, that is super, super dope. That Oda's able to give us a new, because we know, normally whenever we see the map in One Piece, like, yeah, we've seen the map, you know. We'll see it in every arc, especially every major arc, to let us know where each character is. Here, though, it has a little bit of twist on it, where we're like, no, this is from Nami's perspective. And I think that's really interesting. Shout out to my girl. Now I see, if you believe those blueprints show everything about this realm, then you are mistaken. Verily, this place is in truth a giant detention center? A detention center? And he pulls out a net! Like he's in that one SpongeBob episode where they were catching jellyfish. A net? Why is he talking like a samurai? Oh, so he also has like a, that type of dialect. So I learned this the other day. I was listening to, shout out to the Resonant Arc podcast. Fantastic podcast. Absolutely loved listening to them, their insight, especially on certain games. They had the localization a translator who does stuff for localization over on their channel. They were interviewing this individual. This individual had done like Ace Attorney, Final Fantasy XII, Vagrant Story, a lot of things that are really important to me. So I was really interested. And so while listening to them, they were talking about how difficult it is to translate English to Japanese, Japanese to English. And this is one of those things that came up, is the different, how dialect has changed in Japanese the same way that it has in English over the years. And how they portray that in modern Japanese through the use of like that old samurai dialect that one would see in like the Akira Kurosawa films and in Wano. So like those types of things are often associated with like the ancient language of Japan, the ancient way of speaking Japanese. And so I think that's what Sanji's trying to say here, is that the same way that one would talk in that time period, and as a samurai in that time period, and as an individual from like from Eldath that we assume from that time period as well, it's the same type of Japanese because it's so difficult to differentiate them. Whereas in English, we can differentiate it with like the accents and how heavy the accent is. The differences in the accents are in different parts of the regions where you speak English. In Japanese, it's not like that. And so even though there is differences in dialects and accents, it's not as easy to put together as it would be in English. And so I think that's why Sanji is mistaking him for speaking like a samurai. At least I think. And shout out to Resonant Arc, because I never would have put two and two together for that. So yeah, Pluto, the Resonant Arc podcast is awesome. Shout out to those guys. But yeah, great episode, and I would highly recommend it, especially for those interested in the Japanese language. This facility was designed to ensure no giant escapes its wall. So it's just a ginormous net. Even if you were to reach the other side, do you think you have a hope of breaking through? That way is another dead end. Comes in, captures them within the net. And I'm going to assume this net has to be made of something strong, right? Hey, keep running, cat. So they're caught within the net, and Luffy's telling the cat to keep running. Greatest cat, where are you? Are those people riding you? Zoro, hurry up and... Sanji! Let's go! So Zoro puts his hand on his blade. Sanji's already an Ifrit. He says, yo, we're not playing any games. People think Luffy's not playing games with the fact that he went straight into G5 to take out those animals. He's like, no. Sanji's like, nah, man, me neither. Ifrit Jambe right off the bat. So, Ifrit Jambe, Zoro with a sword slash, they cut the net. Yes, sir. Alice in Wonderland cat gets free. The metal wires? Metal wires. This resistance is futile. Ahead is the domain of the mighty ear god. Bro, they gotta stop saying that, man. I keep thinking it's Enno. Great sun god about the ear god. The truth is, and here we see the bones that were left behind, and I'm assuming that this is the food, right, that Luffy and them were talking about whenever they ate the big rabbit. We found his body burned to a crisp earlier today. The cause is unknown. We thought our misfortune couldn't get any worse. When we saw the cracks in the sky, that this day is truly cursed. And, of course, they didn't know Luffy and them just had a feast with this thing. Grr, they beat it? Excuse me, no way, that carnivorous rabbit? My goat bunny? And here we see it right here. It's a rabbit with a Viking helmet on. It was already too late. How lovely, how precious. This dude is huge. Bro, this world is a marvel. A grand tale is unfolding in my miniature garden, taking a life of its own right before my very eyes. Oh, hold on, man. He's speaking my language here. A grand tale is unfolding in my miniature garden, taking a life of its own right before my very eyes. And we see everybody looking up at him. I mean, this guy looks absolutely massive. I underestimated them. This is giving me goosebumps. Yo, I'm rocking with this. Verily, evil has spawned and heroes are being born in the world I created. History's being made. This dude is hyped. This is the beauty of my living dolls, a minimalist world, and it's all mine. This could be our chance. The escape route is open. Oh yeah, because this is a detention center. So they're all trying to get out of here. Spread the word. What's he laughing about? It's a live drama playing out in the palm of my hand. Ah, so all of this because of course they're living dolls, he's doing what you and I did when we were kids, playing around with action figures, right? So like, especially for me as a huge wrestling fan, I know I would put together my action figures. Have like Stone Cold here, Triple H right here, and I'd even bring in like anime figures and start booking my own wrestling events, right? Like that. Those were my living dolls, quote unquote. So like, playing with those action figures, you go with your own scenarios in your own playground, right? So this dude's playpen are the individuals that are within his land, his action figures. These are all literally his action figures, which I find that to be such an interesting thing because once again, going back to the Lego thing, it all goes into the idea of a child or a childish mind playing with their action figures, with their dolls, with these things that keep you occupied and your imagination running, where you can keep like creating and doing all sorts of stuff in a playpen and a playground, which I think is super, super interesting and a pretty cool way of looking at a potential antagonist here. At the way that he looks at his world. I think that's so interesting. Hajruddin. Hajruddin may recognize you. How does he know that? Hajruddin may recognize you, but I don't. Let's see what you do next. Usopp! Yo, bro, Year of Usopp? Starting off right now? Lethal Green Star. My goodness! Skull Bomb Grass. Brother sets off a nuke. A humongous explosion. It's no use. I broke the mirror, but he shattered dimensions. Stop playing with Usopp, man. Stop playing with him. I broke the mirror, but that wall is seriously strong. Just leave it to me. Leave it to the king. Leave it to the king, bro. Brilliant. What a chapter. He's just like me for real, you know what I mean? Yo, man. And I quote, it wasn't me that said this, even though it should have been. Brilliant, what a chapter. Haven't we all said that for years? He's just like me. Hey, man. Hey. I don't know, that might be me under the mask. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. It might be one of y'all in the comment section. It might be one of y'all in the comment section. You know, in chat today. Hold up. Brilliant. What a chapter. I gotta save that. I gotta save that screenshot. I gotta say, what a chapter. I can't get enough of these weaklings struggling against their fate. Their bitter failure and hollow despair only showcases their humanity. Setbacks and disappointments, that's the core of character development. This man's talking like an author. Is he really me? Setbacks and disappointments, that's the core of character development. Character development, ladies and gentlemen. This folly is comical to watch, but your valiant effort moves me to tears. This man is speaking like Pegasus, bro. Do I have to pull out the Pegasus voice? Yo, I am glad you made your way to me, Yugi boy. Luffy Tasso, Zoro Tasso, Nami Tasso, Usopp Tasso? You know, before I know, this man's gonna have Toon World. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. As someone who mains Toons and Yu-Gi-Oh, listen, man, I'm my own Pegasus, alright? I don't have the voice. But I am my own Pegasus. I utilize his deck. I do. Just not the old one, you know? I've adapted with Toon Kingdom and all that, but I use a Toon World deck. I've always used a Toon World deck. And so, if this dude is Maximilian Pegasus, as if he was it's a Pegasus, but he's also an author, and he has Toon World, I'm down. That's extremely Recon core. Very Recon core. So Alice in Wonderland Cat gets through. He knows our names. San Tasso, Cho Tasso. What's a Tasso? I'm saying that. I'm gonna punch through. He's going for Red Hawk? Time for a little Gear 4th? A little Gear 4th? Last time he said he was doing Gear 4, he did Gear 3. Is he doing that again? Dude, what the flip is going on? He's doing the same thing he did last time, but he's calling it Gear 4. And I know it wasn't a mistranslation because I read it in the Viz. He's doing the same thing he did last time. Look, we even zoom out and see his arm. No, but this is the Gear 4 arm. The Gear 3 arm does not contract. The Gear 3 arm does not contract. This is the Gear 4 arm. So has Luffy controlled the gears to where he can do this? This man is Ben 10,000? Where he can start having different abilities on different body parts? Is he that built different? Is my king that built different, bro? What? Gear 4, so that's why he said Gear 4 in the other chapter. So Gear 4 comes in, it contracts. Hey Usopp, there's no one to blame over a natural disaster, right? Nami's already planning. Zoro in the background looking fresh. You mean like earthquakes, floods, and storms? Nope, generally those things just happen. Good, because that guy definitely put us through a lot of crap. He's really pissed me off. Hey, he's a giant. Nami's like, yeah, it's not our fault. You know what I mean? It's not our fault. I love Nami. Hey, I totally get your rage, Nami-san. I'll never forgive him either. And Sanji's crying. I can't stop thinking about how we got to dress you up. Of course. Of course. I'll grind into dust with my own legs. Get a grip, Sanji-kun. Besides, I have a feeling he's about to feel some divine retribution. Who just said that, bro? What do they know? What do they know about divine retribution? What do they know? Mugen. Mugen, what have you got this time? Ka. Is that the bird? The bird is holding 1,000 Sunny? Oh yeah, that's right, the bird was called Mugen. I forgot about that. Yeah, the bird was called Mugen last chapter. So, the bird is in front of... Who is that? Hey, this is the Straw Hat crew. Who is this? Ka! But the giant warrior pirates were guarding them. Is this the dude under the mask? Is this the guy under the mask? That's not me. That's not Garling. Something must have happened. They're fast asleep. If they came from Egghead, did they go to the sleeping mist belt? Seriously? Ah, and he's flashing back to Hadruddin. Okay, so we see dude here. This is awesome. Hadruddin joined you all on his own. He wanted us new giant pirates to serve you. As if Elbaf's strongest warriors don't follow itty-bitty humans. Ah, there it is. Hasn't he got a shred of pride? So he's looking down at his action figures, of course, the Straw Hats. Just look at this small, frail body. Oh, wow, it's my Queen Namtasso. Uh-oh. Goes in, sprays something. Just go back to sleep. You're in for a surprise when you wake up. So it's definitely the same dude. So this is what the dude looks like under. And he's also doing the katakuri thing where he's covering his mouth with the little thing right, Koyal. I see you have no clue where you are. Stay and run wild here. Now you will serve me. Huh? Ready, Zeus? Zeus, Nami? Is this what she was talking about earlier with the weather? Oh, Nami cooking? This is what we need, brother! Ready, Zeus? What is this? I didn't make that. I'm raring to go, Nami. Then by all means, Zeus, come on. Thunderbolt! Let's go! Yes, sir! Nami cooking giants? In my Whoopies manga? What we talking about? Let's go, man! Nami cooking giants in mid 2024! Vamos! Let's go, man! Yes, this is what we do! This is what we do, bro! Oh, this feels so good. As the big Nami fan that I am, this is a feel-good moment, bro. Dude gets zapped. Thunderbolt. Get him out of here. I mean, we love to see it. What? The great sun god. They're all shook. Oh god. But I hate to do this, but we're leaving. Bye-bye, Block Country. The king. Gomu Gomu no. Dude, he has Gear 4 just in his hand. We're finally getting out. Serves you right, you giant perv. Please let the outside be Elbaf. Floop. Roar. Kong gun. Blast through. Sends it flying right through the roof. All right. We're free. What lies just out of sight? Ah! And that was the end. But I got another chapter to read, baby. I got another chapter to read. Luffy goes in. Kong gun. Right through the roof. Dale. 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 Let's go. Nami cooks the dude. And the go with the coat. Finishes the job. Gets us right out of there. We love to see it, man. Adventure piece. Adventure piece. Kong gun, man. Oh, what an awesome final double page spread. I love this double page spread, bro. So Luffy has... So Luffy has controlled his gears to the point to where now he can put them into different body parts. We knew he could do this with Gear 2nd because we saw it at the end or at the beginning of the time skip, where in Return to Sabaody, where he just charged up his arm to do a jet pistol. But Gear 4 is a different story. You feel me? And to see him doing this now twice in this arc is like, wow. He's controlled it to that point. And then Gear 5, when he used it earlier in this arc as well, he sort of like he wasn't that exhausted. I mean, obviously he ate the rabbit, but he wasn't that exhausted upon using it either. And so it feels like he's really getting a good control over his gears. And a Luffy who controls his gears is the most dangerous dude. The most dangerous dude on the planet. Ever. Ever, man. And so... Dude, this was a Nami chapter, man. I would have been rereading this section the entire week. We got another chapter. Now, ladies and gentlemen... Oh, 898 cover? Okay, I'll check the 898 cover. And then we'll start a poll. And we will do now 11:29. So, start poll... I'm sorry, read the title for 11:30. I'm sorry, y'all. 11:30. Okay. All right, I just put up a new poll. Read the title for 11:30 while I go check out chapter 898. Okay. 898, that is Whole Cake Island right after Luffy versus Curry. That would be around when the two of them are together. I think that might be the Zeph chapter, or not the Zeph, I'm sorry, Zeph was 902. I think that's a Judge chapter. Let me see, 898. Alright, let's see. This dude Oda drew the guy from this chapter, and the chapter title is I Will Return. I mean, he's playing checkers, bro. He's playing checkers and everyone else is playing chess. Everyone else is playing chess. Bro, I will return with the dude from this chapter? Crazy stuff, man. This is a great chapter, by the way. A really, really good chapter. That entire final stretch of Whole Cake Island is fantastic. But wow. What? So that was the dude from the chapter. Obviously a part of like the whole Grand Fleet voyage thing that was going on. So Oda came up with a design then and said, I will return. He's insane. He's insane. Yeah, you guys get it, man. He's playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's still awake. You know what I'm saying? It's 9:30. For some of y'all out there, maybe somewhere in the morning. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's awake. And so I got the analogy wrong on purpose, so that each person out there could be like, no, that guy's wrong. I want to make sure y'all are awake. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look out for the boys. I'm trying to look out for the boys. You know what I'm saying? Accidental slander? Maybe. Hey, listen, man. I can slander Oda. I can slander Oda, but all I'm saying is accidental slander. Okay. So, the next one says, the text for the cover page tells you who the guy is. Let me see, 898. Oh, it shows another dude here as well for 899. 898, Navigator Rodo. Oh, so his name is Rodo. Rodo of the New Giant Pirates. Who is this dude then? The Cook Goldberg. Oh, I'm gonna have fun when we meet this guy. His name is Goldberg. Oh man, I'm gonna have a blast. Oh man, I have for days. The wrestling references go for days. Is there any other giants in these chapters? Hadruddin. Let me check 896. Okay, no, it just shows their ship. Okay, so I guess it's just them. Let me check 901. Oh, no, we're there. Anyways, the Cook. All right, so let's go ahead and check. Oh, we're not reading the title for 11:30. Ooh. Okay. We're not reading the title for the next chapter. So I got to be extra careful then. All right, next chapter. 11:30. Okay. Here we go, y'all. It's been a long time since we read 2 chapters back to back, but it's time to read 11:30. Oh, yes, see, Matter, you're right. Nami took him out because he's the navigator of the ship, so therefore, Rodo gets taken out by the superior navigator. Dope stuff. I didn't even... So, then Goldberg, who said there was the cook, he's the one that's got a boxology then. You know what I'm saying? So, we're already cooking there. Alright, let me see if I can get through this. So, we're not reading the title for 11:30 then. Thank you guys for voting. 57%. Man, that's pretty close, but still relative. It's enough for me to know I shouldn't read the title. So, let's go ahead and look through here. Push it up, push it up, push it up. Okay, we pushed it. Yamato. Oh, this is so cute. We've got Yamato asleep. Is that Shinobu? On the right? No, I think it's Yamato and Tama. Both asleep as someone comes in and swipes. We're talking about Dora the Explorer references. Swiper no swiping. Coming in and swipes the blade away. Which I'm looking forward to seeing a continuation for that. Because, man oh man. Yamato and Tama with the snot bubbles. Only child Yamato in the Holy Nari Shrine, Pilgrimage Volume 17. Someone steals the katana while they sleep. So sometimes they show the title in the following page. So let me double check. Oh yeah, that's right, the message. Notes, I've been watching a drama called O Musubi to unwind after chapter deadlines. Its cheerful and bright vibe is very smoothing. I'm sorry, very soothing. It's very soothing. So, they're very interesting, right? Like, these individuals, the mangaka, they work so hard. I can tell you as somebody, and I'm nowhere near a strict deadline as Ichiro Oda, but as someone who is also within in a creative field, anytime that I finish a session, I also have to reward myself with something that brings me down to especially if it's like a really intense one. And so to know that Oda also does it as well is just, I guess, all creatives are the same in their own ways. But a drama called Omusubi, I've never heard of it. But regardless, let's go into... Come on. Hopefully there's no title, but just in case, it's normally around like right here. So I'm going to keep the page covered anyway. But here we see Frankie. Here we go, guys. Chapter 11:30. Listen up, warriors. We're calling off the search. What? So here we have Hadruddin. We see Frankie down below. Of course, I think we're back with the other side, where like Robin and them were. We ain't found squat after all this searching, but I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, now let's go up. Let me follow my hand. All right, now we should be good. We should be good now. You can bet your tootin' they're alive. Thanks for looking, though. Bro, where did you get that from, Frankie? Where'd you get that from? That's right. We'll just wait on them wait for them on Elbaf. The Wano way? They'll make their way there. Yeah, we've done all we can. Even my shark network is worn out. We appreciate your efforts. So Jinbei comes in and says, "Listen, man." Hey, you want to know where that southern accent comes from, man? Not only do I live in Florida, but I watch a lot of college football. You know what I mean? And because I watch a lot of college football, it just happens. It just happens. It comes naturally. I hear it a lot. I hear it a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And so it starts mingling and tingling with the tongue sometimes. It just does. And like I said, I work in Florida. We've done all we can. Even my shark network is worn out. We appreciate your efforts. We're also out of food. Let's not starve ourselves to death. I see. I'm sure it'll be fine if their crew says so. It's decided set course for Elbaf, you slimy oafs. We're going to flippin' Elbaf. So this was a prelude to Elbaf. We left whatever in the Flying Flatliners that island was, and we're on the way. Yeah, let's toast our homecoming. But boss, we're out of food and booze. Gah! They're out of flipping booze, man. The king! It's huge. It's got, check out this tree. It's got to be thousands of years old, right? Where are they? So they get out of this. It's a building. He wasn't playing when he called it a room. All of that was inside of legitimately a house. So he shatters through, thanks to the Kong gun. It's snowing. It's not just that one. What is this? Oh, this looks so cool, bro. It's not just that one. They're all so big. Reminds me of Drum Island. Is that a bridge? It's freaking cold here. Is this a mountain? Look, there's a super long rope bridge. This place is so vast, it's making me dizzy. Ah, giants are crossing the bridge. Hide. Giants? Let me see them. I don't get Hadruddin. Why'd he let go? Why'd he let that crackpot join the crew in the first place? Is he talking about the navigator? About Roto? Who is that? Mamacita! With an owl! New giant ship pirate ship's Dr. Gert. Gerd. I already know where this is about to go with Sanji, man. I already know where this is about to go with my dog Sanji, man. Oh, man. Might be with Zoro, too. You know how Zoro's into big women, so. Tall women. Zoro always loves his tall women. I can't stand him. They may call Loki the shame of Elbaf, but he deserves that title even more. The shame of Elbaf and Loki? Loki the shame of Elbaf is crazy. They call Loki the shame of Elbaf, but he deserves that title even more. The shame of Elbaf. So Loki's the shame of Elbaf, and this is coming from the new giant ship Dr. Gerd. Is that Goldberg? Doom, 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 doom. You have all the police officers knocking on the door. Goldberg's like, "Rah!" No, you have the announcer over in WCW Nitro talking about some, and the world championship wrestling heavyweight champion of the world. He is Goldberg. He comes out, ah, boom, boom, inhales the smoke. I mean, come on, man. Bill flipping Goldberg. All right, now this isn't a coincidence. Oda is known to be a huge wrestling fan. And we know for a fact that he made that one part in Dressrosa after the G1 climax. So, new Giant Pirates cook being Goldberg, no coincidence. That's all I know. That's all I know, man. It's because he's a skilled navigator. Yo, we're in Elbaf, bro. Like, come on, man. We're in flipping Elbaf. Look, bro, after all of these years of me being a fan, bro, I feel like I'm seeing it. Like, this feels like whenever the Veto opened in Wano, and the curtain opened and we saw Wano the flower couple for the first time. It's like, bro, this is our first look at the real Elbaf. The real Elbaf, bro. Like, come on. So we got some giants. We got Goldberg and Gerd. Love their names too. I just think they fit. Roto probably wouldn't mind you calling him that. You sure of what you saw, Piper? Man, dude, his crow was carrying a small ship, right? Ooh. So Piper is the owl. His crow was carrying a small ship, and I'm assuming that referring to the Thousand Sunny. The Thousand Sunny being a small ship to them is hilarious. We're meant to arrest intruders, but Roto keeps smuggling in intruders of his own. He's just having the time of his life here, bro. The time of his life. We're in Elbaf, bro. Like, come on, man. Get back, Luffy. But they look like nice people. They do, bro. Let the king meet them. We'll let Elder Jarl... Bro, I promise y'all, man. This is what I be talking about when I'm saying you guys have to play Ys 10 Nordics, coming out next Friday for the PS5, PS4, and the Switch, and also on the PC. Because there's a character in that game known as the Jarl. The Jarl! Elbaf, we're in Elbaf, Let me go, man! The Jarl, baby! That's all I know! That's all I know, man! I know it! I know how to say it, because I heard the characters in the game say it. You feel me? I came prepared. I came prepared, man. Now, who else knows what the game will be preparing me for? I can say some of these things now. Did you guys hear that? They said, Elbaf, we finally made it. Usopp, I'm right there with you, bro. Like, after all of these years. After all of these years. After every single day, every month, every week of us being like, yo, like I said, getting into One Piece when I did, it was always Fishman Island, Wano, and flipping Elbaf and Laughtail as being like the arcs that we really cannot wait for. Fishman Island came super quick for me. It was right after the time skip, so that one came super quick. Wano then came like years later. And God, I love that experience. But it's like, man, from Little Garden, bro, from me watching it on Watch OP, and I'm sure a lot of y'all did too, on Watch OP, and watching Little Garden for the first time and hearing of the legendary Elbaf and being intrigued by the warriors that were Dory and Broggy, going up in the summer for 100 years. And we were all like, yo, we want to see what the rest of these warriors are like. You know, the rest of the series, we get these hints to an Elbaf, and we saw it in the Big Mom flashback, and it's like, we've seen this place in multiple different points from, like, silhouettes and or within the place and how it looked like 40, 50 years ago. But in the present time, we're here, bro. The Straw Hat Pirates are here, man. We are here. I never thought I'd see such a giant babe. There goes Sanji. Hey, over... And Nami immediately covers his mouth. Moron. Didn't you hear them? They're looking for intruders. Goldberg and Gerd look back. Nothing there. They're pulling a solid snake, man. They heard the bunk with the encounter and it didn't go off. Probably our imagination, right? Roto, you there? So, of course, they're walking over to where Roto is. Roto's not going to tell them what happened. Wow, it's shaking. It's so long. Dude, that bridge is huge. And we're looking at the bridge from, like, these are bridges that giants cross. So, for regular humans, it's going to take, like, it's going to be like the Snake Way from King Kai's palace to all the way down to Earth. It's like whenever Goku was running down that thing, man. We better hurry. We'll have nowhere to go if more come. Oh, look at the king. This is why I love Oda, you know, bro. His attention to detail is absolutely insane. Luffy, because of how he stands on the Sunny, is also standing the same way on the bridge. He's standing on top of the bridge. Everyone else is in the bridge, similar to how they do on the ship. This was made for the giants. The gaps are too big. We have, in the background, like, ginormous wolves that are gurring. Keep going, Nami. I used to cross the road bridge like this all the time. You get used to it. This is just a trial to prove we're worthy warriors. Usopp. He's crawling from thing to thing, bro. He's crawling from thing to thing. I love Usopp. The forest below is full of huge wolves, so obviously if they fall, they're gonna get cooked. I mean, I'm not talking about the straw. It's the wolves are gonna get cooked if they fall. What's wrong, Luffy? You feel that? I'm getting goosebumps. What's he feeling? What's he feeling, bro? What is he feeling, bro? So Zoro says something's off. Luffy's, of course, because he's from a higher vantage point. You feel that I'm getting goosebumps. We can't go see, right? Then you can't go either. All forests from now on are off limits. I heard something back in the Block Country, too. So that place is called the Block Country. So this is the second time they said this. They said this also last chapter. So the Block Country. A roar. It's got to be coming from down there. I'm going on ahead. Luffy jumps by himself. He jumps by himself, bro. I'm going on ahead. What? Hey, Luffy. This is nothing to Usopp the brave warrior. Oh man, see, Oda's already putting the blocks into Usopp's arc that is going to be taking place throughout this arc where, oh man, I can't wait. When he stands tall and strong with the giants, bro. Where are you going? The wolves are down there. So here we see the rest of the Straw Hats to continue crossing the giant bridge. It says, what? We attacked Egghead. Wait, where are they? Oh, we're back to Robin and them. I was like, where is it showing the sea? We're back to Robin and Jinbei. And Frankie, it says what? We attacked Egghead? What? What says? According to the morning... The bearer of big news, bro! Morgans! Why would they lie like that? It's too small to make out. I'll read it out loud. The giant warrior pirates have awoken after a century-long absence. They set Egghead ablaze with Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. Yo, hold on. I gotta say that in my narrator voice. Hold on, bro. I gotta say that in my narrator voice, bro. Hold on. The giant warrior pirates have awoken after a century-long absence. They set Egghead ablaze with Emperor Straw Hat Luffy. The captains of this legendary crew, Brogy, the Red Ogre, and Dory, the Blue Ogre, have received new bounties of 1 point... Good lord, bro! Dory and Brogy with 1.8 billies apiece? What? Bro, does that mean we got new bounties too? Does that mean the Straw Hats got new bounties, bro? Bro, if we got new bounties too, bro. Hold up, man. The giant warrior pirates have awoken after a century-long absence. They set Egghead ablaze with Emperor, E-M-P-E-R-O-R. Emperor! Boogie wanted a loop. The captains of this legendary crew, Brogy the Red Ogre and Dory the Blue Ogre, have received new bounties of 1.8 billions apiece. And we see both of them with... Dory and Brogy, 1.8 bills, bro. They changed our bounties? Bro, did we get an increase too? 1.8 billion? We didn't intend on making a comeback. Your bounties used to be only 100 million. That's quite a jump. You're associated with the man. You're associated with the king. When you are associated with he who is him, your bounty's gonna increase. That's just the way it works. Robin in glasses, praise the Lord. Prices would have changed a great deal in the last 200 years. This amount seems reasonable for you captains. Is he trying to adjust for inflation? For bounties? That's kind of nuts. They're also blaming Luffy for Vegapunk's murder. They got Gear 5 in the paper, bro. They've got They're blaming Luffy for Vegapunk's murder. We talked about that in several afterthoughts on how that would be a possibility. They come in there, they blame Luffy for Vegapunk's murder. And I don't know how Vivi allowed Morgans to get that through. But they are. They're blaming Luffy for Vegapunk's murder. They're always changing the narrative. Even though Morgans is a Luffy tard. Gear 5 in the paper, dude. Dude, and you even see the X. You see the VVX, bro. You see the VVX. X on there too. So you got not only Luffy in Gear 5, but you got the VVX. Like, yo, VV, we're still Nakama, dog. We're still friends, man. Also, that might be why VV might have allowed it in the paper. They're also blaming Luffy for Vegapunk's murder. They're always changing the narrative. So you guys killed me, huh? Lilith is laughing after the timer life. Shut up, we fought tooth and nail to save you. Dude, Frankie looking fresh. I didn't really look at the fit until now. Frankie looking fresh. When was this taken? The WEJ somehow always gets their scoop even on Egghead. Whoever took this picture probably got a handsome reward. Yeah, seriously, whoever took that picture probably got knocked out. Hey, when Luffy turns into that freedom form, the freedom form. Turns into that freedom form. The freedom form is insane, dude. That's like when Sora goes into anti-form. Or you know, he gets into the Valor form. It's like, bro, man, the forms. The freedom form. Like, bro, we hear of forms. First thing I think of, listen, man, I'm Latino. You know what I mean? I think of Super Saiyan. So I think of transformations. You think of certain things associated, right? The king has a form that's called the freedom form. I mean, how much more raw can you get? The freedom form of his. I mean, does he normally get this mark on his arm? Did they put that themselves? Did they put that themselves? Like, did Morgans and Vivi put that on? Or was that there? Vivi Photoshop? It was a Vivi Photoshop, bro. Not sure he was hopping around too much for me to see. It seems off. His arm is blurry, but the mark is crystal clear. It might have been photoshopped. It might have been Vivi did a 3D2Y. We're still friends, bro! Vivi doing a reverse 3D to Y is peak fiction, dog. Oh, that's so fire, man. She comes in, photoshops the image, says, yo, Morgans, you can say all of this stuff, you can change the narrative, you can do all you want, but I'm gonna get my message across. Oh, I love it, man. Friendship! Come on, man! We love it! But the mark is crystal clear. Why worry about it? It just seems familiar. That's beautiful. Robin, that's beautiful, knowing that you were on the ship when Vivi and them did the... That's so beautiful. Yeah, Oda just separated the X gang, exactly, Super, so they can't see it. They can't see it. He's a genius. So Strahd is officially on a similar standing as Red Hair, right? So Straw Hat is officially on a similar standing as Red Hair, right? Bro, if that isn't the most beautiful thing you've seen, man. He's made it, bro. He's gotten to that level, dog. On a similar standing as Red Hair. Even that whippersnapper of ours, Hadruddin, is under your umbrella, I hear. That rambunctious brat is the king's own kid, you know. The king? I'm assuming someone with the king of Elbaf. That rambunctious brat is the king's own kid. Really? He wanted to come fetch you himself, but we had seniority. Besides, someone's got to keep an eye out for trouble in Elbaf. Trouble? It started back while our captains were missing. See, Elbaf has another prince. When he was born, they called him the Accursed Prince. He's devoted himself to darkness. And a few years ago, he was sentenced to crucifixion. My goodness! He tried to flee, but we warriors all came together to catch him. All the warriors of Elbaf? His name wouldn't happen to be... Yeah, he's not right in the head. You see, there's a legendary devil fruit said to be passed down to the royal family. A legendary fruit? His desire to eat it was so great that he killed his own father. This man sounds like an Elbaf Blackbeard. King Harold. But that's why we won't let the Accursed Prince loose ever again. It's Loki. Dude, the Loki hype is real, bro! That's why we won't let the Accursed Prince loose again. Bro, a legendary fruit? And his desire to eat it was so great that he popped his pops? Dude, this reminded me when Kaido was introduced. Look at the hype. He devoted himself to darkness, sentenced to crucifixion. He tried to flee. If Loki ever does escape, it'll be the end of everything. He's the shame of Elbaf. Oh, man, in just a page. In like 2 pages, I'm sold. I am sold on this dude, bro. It'll be the end of everything. He's the shame of Elbaf. What am I looking at? Bro, this dude is the size of a sea king. Is this Loki, bro? He's chained up. He's chained up, bro. It's gotta be flippin' Loki, man. He's got bandages over his eyes. This dude is bigger than a sea king. Luffy's here. Oh, God. State your name. Oh, the rawness. The brother is raw. I'm Luffy, the man who's going to be king of the pirates. King? Where is this place? Who are you? This is Warland. dude, this is Warland. And we get this magnificent panel of the entire humongous tree. The mighty kingdom of Elbaf. Dang, man. This doesn't feel real, you know? This doesn't feel real, bro. Like I said earlier, all of the years of thinking of what it would be like. And we've started Elbaf. We've started the arc, bro. The mighty kingdom of Elbaf, bro. Like, this is beautiful. With the rawest panel you could ever want back to back. They say it is the birthplace of war. Elbaf, and it says it on the bottom. Yo, bro. Dude. I am the sun god. Wait, who is this dude? Who will bring about the end of the world? Look! Nah, man. No. Nah. Nah, bro. Come on, man. Dude. I'm not even playing when I say this. I'm not playing games when I say this. Loki legit has a top 5 character introduction in One Piece for me. This was a Kaido, Kizaru, Mihawk level character introduction, man. I mean, this is up there with the best of them. You have everyone else in the island talking about the dude. Then we cut over to him. You couldn't ask for a more Elbaf individual. This is like the essence of Elbaf. And look at the rawness. And then, now we're going to have a sun god v sun god conflict. One who doesn't care, and the other one who obviously values the title. So he wants to bring Ragnarok. He wants to bring the end of the world. Loki, he wants chaos. He wants war. Come on, bro. Dude, easy, one of my favorite character introductions in all of One Piece, man. 100%. Loki, I thought when I saw you in the panel, you were gonna be a goofy dude that was gonna be very One Piece, and I would have loved that. I think that would have been super dope. But the fact that we're getting a Kaido level individual here from an introduction standpoint, and he's carrying the rawness that we all expect from an Elbaf dude. Loki, man, you are him. I love it, dude. This is my favorite chapter of this arc, without question so far. Without question. The Vivi stuff was beautiful. Seeing the giants, seeing how the Straw Hats were reacting to Elbaf, actually seeing Elbaf with our own 2 eyes. Man. The bounties for Dory and Broggy. I thought we were going to get our bounties too. The Vivi stuff. But then we cut over and we see that Luffy has run into Loki himself, bro. He introduced himself, absolutely. Dude, this final panel is generational. This final panel is going to be how I associate Elbaf. Like, this is like how the Flower Capital panel was for Wano. This is going to be that for Elbaf, man. We've made it. We've made it. And I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier, man. I loved that little Block Country saga a lot. Very classic One Piece. But what in the world are we about to get in the actual Elbaf, bro? The place we've been hyping up for so long, already off to a phenomenal start. Having Luffy meeting Loki right off the bat? Right off the bat? And he has a bandage over his eyes. He's chained up. The dude is a clear threat. And even, bro, Loki's chained up. He can't see. He's outnumbered. He's called the man with the shameful one. And he said, I'm going to end the world. I'm going to bring Ragnarok, bro. Loki, man, I was not familiar with your game. Yo. Dude, this final panel is it for me, man. These last two panels, they mean everything. You could not have started Elbaf on a better foot. Two gigantic panels showing the scale, the importance, what is at stake, while also having an adventure piece chapter. I loved this chapter, man. Man, dude. Wow. So, let me look at the chapter notes. Elbaf versus Elbaf with a PH. To be transparent, Elbaf was officially romanized for the first time in a Japanese source at the end of this chapter. However, we've chosen not to update our spelling from Elbaf at this time, as revising all our previous chapters would be a daunting task. Additionally, we don't view this as an urgent plot-relevant change, unlike Raftail becoming Laugh-Tail. We also expect Elbaf to remain more popular, as PH is an unconventional choice here. The fanbase has long associated Elbaf with Fable. It's important to note that this romanization wasn't from Oda's artwork, like the spellings and bounding posters, but it is instead a graphic made during Jump's lettering phase. Such graphics have been inconsistent in the past. For example, names like Shiliu were later changed to Shiryu, and Reverie were once rendered as Levely. Furthermore, since Elbaf has no prior official romanization, it seems probable that the editorial staff simply deferred to their international partner spelling. In conclusion, we see room for doubt and believe it would be premature to change our spelling without further consideration. I can see that. I can most certainly see that. What was the title of this chapter? The Accursed Prince. Oh, man. I am so glad I did not read the title. Because I'm not going to lie, just reading that, I would probably like, okay, oh yeah, Loki. You know. Yo, man. Yo. Bro, look at the size. I mean, he's a giant, man. Literally. But he's just huge. Dude, I already love him, man. I already love Loki, bro. I'm already a Loki tard. Bro, I truly do respect it, man. Luffy and Loki. The tale of the two sides. So I wonder what we're going to be cooking with this arc. The tale of the one who's heralded as the sun god versus the other one who proclaims of himself to be that. What could we possibly cook from a writing standpoint with these two characters? I love these panels so I can't stop looking at them. I legit can't stop looking at them, man. Talk. This means something to me, man. Alright, let's start reading through some supers. Because, man, we need it. We need it, bro. We need it. I really like this dude, bro. CV Maddie comes in with a 5. He says, Coach mentions Texas Roadhouse, and this chapter takes place in Rhodes House. The future sight is truly another level. I think you were talking about the last chapter, right? Hey, man, the future sight never fails. It never fails. I may fail, but the future sight never fails. You know what I'm saying? Dude, help out! The perfect chapter to honestly go on a break for. The perfect chapter. On a 2-week break. Now we can spend the next 2 weeks. We can go next week to the ARC rankings and have a blast with that. And then the following week, oh man, dude, I am so hyped for this arc. I was already hyped for this arc. This week's chapter was so emotional, right? It's like when I first read 909. 909 was the first time we saw Wano. 1130 will always go down as the first time we saw Elbaf. Man, dude. Man. Dude! Thank you, CB Maddie. Lonely Mage comes in membership for 20 months. Long time. Thank you, Lonely Mage. Says, Loki got a Zoro/Jinbei style introduction. It's big. It's big. He got an introduction of introductions, bro. He got one of the best introductions in the series. Man. Dude. Oh no, what do you have in store, bro? Thank you, Lonely Mage, man. Oh. Dude, just seeing Elbaf would have been it by itself. The fact that we saw both of them, both the two things that have been associated with each other for so long, Loki and Elbaf, Loki and Elbaf, Loki and Elbaf. Oh, man. Praetoris, Oda's editor, comes in with a 10 and says, Loki equals Odin. Shame of the country, tried to flee. Elbaf equals Wano, closed off. Ancient nation at sea level, Jotunheim. The wolves are Fenrir's children, raised by Agrboda, Loki's wife, in the woods. So you're going in with mythology here, right? So, Shame of the country tried to flee. Elbaf equals Wano with closed-off ancient nations that are at sea level, Jotunheim. Or Jotunheim. I forgot how that's did. I believe it's Jotunheim. The wolves are Fenrir's children. Now, if we see a Fenrir, that's going to be awesome, as well as an Agrboda. I think that'll actually be really, really cool. Really cool. Yeah, they need to keep cooking Praetoris with that kind of stuff, bringing in all of those names and like the references to mythology and stuff. I think that'll be really interesting. But yeah, with Loki being Odin, in regards to like being the individuals that were like the shame of their countries and attempting to flee and break free, right? Yo, Oda, man. Thank you, Praetoris, for that. You're absolutely right. Yeah, great parallels, honestly, there with Loki and Odin. And I've always felt that Joy Boy is always going to have that parallel to Odin as well in his journey. So those are great individuals to have there with each other. Jodoro comes in with a 2 and says, Yo, Coach, search up MCU Loki variant number. MCU Loki variant number. Let's see. He is a variant of the original Loki, Luficent, from an alternate 2012 timeline, categorized by the Time Variance Authority as variant L1. There's no flipping way, bro. Forget it, man. Oda's not playing chess, alright? He's not even playing checkers. The brother might be playing shogi. He might be playing Go. He legit might be playing Monopoly while everybody else is playing Uno. Oda might be playing, like, I don't even know, man. The brother's playing Monopoly Plus, and everyone else hasn't even gone to the board yet. Bro, what is going on? Authority is variant L1130. Look at this. Bro, look at this. Variant 1130. 1130? Who thinks of that kind of stuff? He's playing Kai no Kiseki, Braid. Oda's playing Kai no Kiseki, and everybody else is playing checkers. Except for Togashi. Togashi's also playing Kai no Kiseki. Togashi's cooking too. You know what I mean? Togashi's on a completely different level right now as well. But man, Oda's my bro. Jodoro, thank you for sending that my way. I never in a million years would have thought of that. That is nuts. Like, bro. What? Bro, right? Oda does the Kinemon face, right? Like, with Oda, you never know if he truly plans any of this stuff. It real deal might just be crazy happenstance for a lot of these things. But when you have the 898, I will return with the dude, and then you have this. And it's like, how many more times can he Kinemon before he's just a genius, just like Kinemon? Maybe Kinemon was Oda all along. Super comes to membership for 22 months. It says, Goat Raw Fire Peak Kino. Ichiro Oda took a 2-week break for research. Gerd was in the Big Mom flashback and Ohara book collection. Look at the eagle tattoo on Loki's hands. An eagle tattoo. Let me pull it up over here. Oh, man. What? No! Oh, man. Okay. Oh, yeah, I see right here. So he's got like a design on his, going around from one arm to the other. And on his belt, he has like a skull with a crown on it. Looks interesting. But yeah, he does have like a sort of an eagle-esque design in the back from the tattoos. That is fascinating. I did not clock that. Loki from Philly. Hey, if he is, he better lead us to a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Oda taking a 2-week break for research makes so much sense. He's about to start an arc that we know he's been super excited for a very long time. And I couldn't be happier for him, man. I know he's about to cook, dude. I know that man is about to cook an insane meal, bro. An insane meal. I am so excited. Thank you, Subra. Muglaton comes in with a 2-1 cement. Subra, almost 2 years, bro. Almost 2 years. Muglaton comes in with a 2 and says Loki is low-key chained up like oars. He is. That's actually a great piece of insight. Because Oars was chained up in a very similar way whenever we summoned to the bark. So yeah, I guess that's just the normal way of chaining down individuals that are of that size, right? It makes sense. What a panel. What a double page spread, bro. That deserves to go up in the lower. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Booglet said. Ian comes in with a 5 and says Loki's design feels like a mix of Dofi's manipulative personality and an agent of chaos with Kaido's imposing strength and size. Ragnarok will be nuts. That is the best comparison. And I'll tell you this. If Loki is a Don Quixote do Flamingo in personality and where he like is always chaotic with a Kaido-esque strength, I'm looking at what might be my favorite villain in the series so far. Ragnarok is going to be a blast just from this dude. Just from Loki, man. I can't wait to find out more about the guy. I'm so hyped. So hyped, man. Already off to a great start. But you're right. Loki's design feels that way. With his tongue hanging out like Dofi. Like Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And he's got the Kaido strength, man. And we just love to see it. And also Kaido's... when Kaido's first introduced, he was talking about a war that will end everything as well. And so, interesting on that end, too. He really does feel like a combination of both of them. Which is super fun. SK comes in with a $2 Canadian, says, Zoro and Loki have the same mask, new agenda, hashtag ZKL. Alright, man, listen, we're going from ZKK to ZKL. Listen, bro, anybody out there who has this new agenda, I respect it. We're in the middle of super agenda piece season. So I can most certainly see the ZKL thing running rampant, just like it did with ZKK back in Wano. I love it. I think that's going to be a fun time to see how that evolves over the years. I really did appreciate seeing a lot of the ZKK theories back when that was going on. It was always a huge fun time. Every single time we did a Wano stream. So for ZKL, I welcome it. I welcome the theories. I welcome the ideas. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a lot of fun to see how that evolves and comes into fruition as time comes by. But what I am fascinated with now that you bring up ZKL, speaking of like parallels to Wano in regards to those theories, I think it is really interesting how we're building up so Kaido, especially after 1013, I always looked at him as like a failed Joy Boy, and who was of course paralleling the real Joy Boy. And now we're looking at a self-proclaimed sun god who's in front of the actual one, who does not care about the title, similar to how it was with Joy Boy. So I'm interested in seeing how that parallel plays with both of those characters. Maybe even in the next chapter. We'll see how that comes into fruition, because Luffy's not going to give a flying flag Nards. But obviously this dude probably does care, and it's probably really important to Loki. So I wonder, maybe even to the point to where Loki even looked up to somebody like Nika. And that's what caused him to enter and become the man that he is today, obviously. As a very prominent figure within the lore and mythology of Elbaf, a lot of people look up to Nika. So I wonder how that's going to play into everything. And I think it's going to be a very interesting dynamic with the course of this arc. But going back to the Zoro thing, super excited to see the interactions, if that's the case. Any time that we have any type of interactions growing there with those characters, that should be a lot of fun for the agenda, man. Listen, agenda piece is going to be running wild, and I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. We thrive in chaos, man. Listen, we might have a little Loki in us at certain points in times. Just we love chaos. Recon comes in with a 5 and says, theory number 1, Loki has an illusion fruit, and he'll be able to manipulate the world to his will like Luffy with his vision, hence why his eyes are blinded. So you think off of design, we're going to be looking at a situation and scenario where Loki is literally going to be crafting his own world. And the reason why Oda started off this saga with the Block Country and a a fake world being inside of a real world is to maybe add into the thematics of this entire arc, which is going to be an arc that has that is going to be built around creating an illusionary world that replaces the actual world. I think that's a really interesting concept, Recon. And it would be a cool theme to explore within a place like Elbaf, which is obviously, like what was brought up earlier, a place that is cut off from the rest of the world. I think that's a really interesting thing to explore. I like that idea a lot, actually. A lot. I think that's a fantastic idea. Especially with the design, and that's why his eyes are blinded. I think that's such a cool idea, Recon. I like that. I actually really, really like that a lot. Great idea. And then you follow that up with another 5. This is theory 2. Loki has the real Gomu Gomu no Mi. Ah, interesting. Since the giants knew about Nika, maybe they knew that he was stretchy. And Loki thinks that he has the Nika fruit. Dude! Recon 2 for 2 cooking. So I love the illusion fruit possibility. Going into the legendary fruit that was talked about in this chapter, we still don't know what legendary fruit he has. So either he has the legendary fruit that is an illusion no mi, which would be crazy. That would make him so OP. Oh crap, my stream just restarted. Are we all still here, guys? My stream just restarted. Are we good? Can you guys still see me before I continue talking? Can you guys see me? We're here? Thank you, lazy mofos. Bro, my stream restarted over on my end. I was like, bro, what's going on? That was weird. We're good? Okay, dude, that scared me. Yeah, so, sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully it saved that super chat. I really wanted to see that. So yeah, going back to Recon's comment. Thank you guys. Yeah, that was wild. I have no idea how that happened, but it restarted everything. But regardless, so going back to Recon's comment about the legendary fruit. So I think those two are really cool possibilities. An illusion fruit, obviously, in any story, we've seen how an illusion ability can manipulate and do so much damage. And we've seen it how in some stories it is the most OP ability within that story. Like when you start changing people's senses, it changes everything, right? And it makes an individual extremely OP. And so, if he has an illusion fruit, and he's able to like maximize that where he awakens and he changes things around him, that could be a really, really OP ability. And that could be definitely a legendary fruit. Now, if he has the real Gum Gum fruit, the actual Gomu Gomu no Mi, and everyone thinks that it is the human model Nika Nika fruit, oh my gosh. Even more fantastic parallels? I would be eating, dude. Oh, man. I honestly hope it's that. I hope it is the real Gum Gum fruit. And it would make so much sense as to why Oda has been wanting to tell Elbaf for so many years. And maybe, because, we've always talked about how it doesn't really matter when Oda came up with the possibility for the Nika fruit. But I've always wondered how his creative process was in arriving at that and how he would change the ability, right? So I've always assumed either he thought about it at some point because it was a cool idea and remained back in his head until he was able to pull it off in Wano. Maybe he thought about it in Wano. Maybe he thought about it at the beginning of the series. Who knows? But whenever he thought about that, he must have thought about someone else having the actual Gomu Gomu no Mi. And so Loki having the actual Gomu Gomu no Mi would... that would be so cool. That would be so cool, man. I love that idea. I really hope that is legendary fruit they're talking about. Super cool. Super cool. Thank you, Recon, for those two awesome theories. Ashen Samurai Jiro comes with a 5 and says, we've made it. Elbaf is here. We're saying that, bro. Elbaf is here, man. Finally, and it must be Pirate/Viking season with other series delving into that like Ys 10 and Yakuza. Bro, Yakuza Like a Dragon making a pirate game coming out early next year. Like, We could not be happier. And we know, based on interviews, that the creators of Yakuza are massive One Piece fans. Or they, especially for the Like a Dragon games, the turn-based ones, they based Ichiban and the squad around the Straw Hats. This is written in an interview. So, like, we know they're big One Piece fans. And East 10. I mean, even though that game came out last year in Japan, and this year in North America, it's like perfect timing. Bro, honestly, there should be a collaboration. I feel like I'm the individuals connecting these two things when it should be NIS America going over to Shonen Jump and being like, yo, can we do a One Piece / Ys thing? Because I'm telling you, Ys 10 is a pirate game with LBAF terminology, bro. It is hitting. It is hitting, man. I mean, it should be all over the One Piece commercials. This is the One Piece game that we needed. That and the Yakuza game. It's like, bro, man, word LBAF, man. Word LBAF. But yeah, I can't wait for the Yakuza game, bro. This is gonna be so much fun. And the fact that Majima's the main character, it's got Saejima and Samoa Joe. Come on, man. Thank you, Ashton Samurai Jiro. Phoebe Kira Tokyo comes in with a 10 and says, watch Loki be the first giant to showcase hockey in the series and have it be like nothing we've seen before. Unless there's been some giant with hockey before. I'm not sure that we've had a giant with hockey before in this series. Besides Big Mom, obviously, right? Big Mom is the only other one that we've seen have Conqueror's hockey as a quote-unquote giant. But yeah, besides that, it's just individuals who are huge. A lot of One Piece characters are just really tall and big. So, with that being said, could we see, just to flex how powerful Loki is, and now that we have a comparison point to the strongest hockey feats we've seen in the series, right? Strongest hockey feats that we've seen in terms of like scale, now with the Joy Boy hockey, which I still can't believe we got that, the Message Joy Boy hockey, the Crazy Shanks stuff we've been seeing with both the Green Bull feat and Divine Departure, as well as what we've seen from an observation hockey standpoint with individuals like Kaido, and what we've seen in proficiency in all three. I do wonder if Loki, in terms of unleashing any of the coats, or I'm sorry, any of whether it be observation, ornament, or especially Conqueror's hockey, in ways that we've never seen before, especially as a giant, would be super, super fascinating. When I think about Conqueror's hockey, because of the scale, considering how big this dude is, imagine him unleashing a Conqueror's hockey blast. Thing's taking out continents. I mean, just because of how tall he is, and how, bro, the dude was like, we saw Luffy in front of the Iron Giant in Egghead. This dude is like several Iron Giants in this panel. I mean, it's crazy, crazy scale. Exactly. They will split the sky for sure, Winston. For sure. For sure. And so, I would really like that. I would love for Loki to showcase what a giant with hockey is. And maybe that's why giants are so valued, right? Because back in the past, they saw giants with hockey. So, Instant Messenger Sama and the boys, back in the day, they saw what the giants were actually capable of. And we're going to see why the giants were so feared back in the day as individuals that were just them. And people have been trying to replicate them ever since. So I'm hoping that, yes, Loki will be one of the individuals, maybe even the first, to showcase why it is that they were so feared as much as they were back in the day. And maybe that might be through a hockey feat. Who knows? But thank you, Phoebe. I appreciate you. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Akbar J comes in with a 50,000 and says, in Norse mythology, Loki was chained for committing the worst sin of killing Balder. Ooh. The most beloved Acer. When the chains broke, Ragnarok begins. Oh, that's so good. So in actual Norse mythology, he was chained for committing the worst sin of killing Balder, which was the most beloved Acer. And then when the chains broke, which, do we think Luffy's breaking him out of there? Or will he break out himself? I'm assuming Luffy might. And if he does, then Ragnarok begins. Oh, man, inject it, bro. Inject it! Yes! But that's super cool how, see, once again, Oda's taking those references from mythology and putting and odifying those things into his story, which I think is just really, really interesting. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Oh. It's like, what other things are we going to see like that connect back to, that will connect to stuff like that, right? That will connect to the other stuff and the things in Norse mythology. Man, my allergies are killing me right now. The things in Norse mythology that end up being odified into the story. That kind of stuff is super interesting to me. Thank you, Akbar J. I appreciate you. Speak 123 comes in with a tune that says Luffy heard the 90s Bull songs and led him to Loki. And he really did, bro. He was hearing the drums of liberation. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, I'm hearing something crazy. I'm hearing some peak over there. You're like, this is the dude. This guy is him. This guy is him. You know what I'm saying? What an interaction. I need to see more, bro. I need to see more Speak. Thank you, Speak, man. Hope you're good. Hope the family is good, brother. All love to you. Mattias Cerulli comes in with a 200 and says, when Ragnarok begins, Skoll and Hati eat the sun and the moon. Ooh. Wonder if this will happen, but of course in an Oda way. It's got to be like a different kind of way of looking at it. So in mythology, if it was done that way, then Oda has to come up with his own variation of that. So what will be the variation in One Piece of eating the sun and the moon? That will be the interesting part. Or maybe within Elbaf, the sun and the moon are these legendary fruits that were eaten by Loki and maybe someone else who's eating legendary fruit. And that was like the sun and the moon that will one day bring down Ragnarok. Potentially. Because they said Loki gave himself to the darkness, right? So he could have like a moon-esque fruit. We know that Luffy has one that relates to the sun. So a Luffy with the sun-based fruit, or one that is heavily associated with the sun, and Loki who has a fruit that is heavily associated with the moon. When those two are eaten, quote unquote, and they meet, that is when Ragnarok begins. That's like a version of potentially odifying that story and bringing it into fruition. At least that's the way I'm looking at it. Mattias Cerulli, but you're absolutely right. And I think that is, yet again, another really interesting scenario that references and calls back to the mythology that's so fascinating when you think about all this stuff. And it very well could happen, Mattias. It very well could happen. In Oda's own way. Thank you for that. Salty Steve comes in with a 3 and says, hey, King, look at the tree. There is a massive sword. I did see that. I did peep the sword. So when I look up here at the panel and you see the big sword that's there, I wonder who that sword belongs to. Does it belong to Loki? Is it Loki's big sword? Because that thing is huge. That sword is a skyscraper, bro. I mean, that thing is cutting Elbaf in half in the right hands. Dude, I love Elbaf's design. It's just a giant tree with an entire civilization built on the second layer of the tree. And it's like, it's so cool, man. It is so unbelievably cool. With a big behind sword on it. An eclipse. Interesting, lazy mofos. When an eclipse happens, when you eat the sun and... Oh, now that's fascinating. So when they cause an eclipse, when the sun darkens, that's when Ragnarok happens. Ooh, I like that idea, man. I like that idea a lot. Man, yeah, that's interesting. Thank you, Salty Steve. Yeah, though, that sword is humongous. Sue recomes to the 40s, says Lola rejected Loki, and that's what breakup. Yo, Lola, bro, Loki, real deal got rejected, and my guy was like, "Yo, we're ending the world." You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing chaos to this cruel, cruel world, man. He said, "F it, we're bringing it all down." I need my beloved Lola. You know what I'm saying? That's what breakup does. That's what breakups can possibly do to a man. They can cause Ragnarok. Yo, super, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. It's crazy. I completely forgot about the Lola plotline, and I just rewatched that section of Whole Cake Island a few weeks ago, preparing myself for that very thing, and I forgot about it because of the hype. Yo, for real, the size of his pinky toe, if that. Josh Pointer comes with a 5. Is the giant sword-piercing Elbaf connected to the Onigashima sword? Ooh, good point. Check to see if it's a black blade. Whoever wielded it has to be a Mihawk victim. Mihawk. I love the Mihawk victim term. I think that's hilarious. A Mihawk victim. So, Onigashima and Elbaf both having swords that pierce through their islands cannot be a coincidence. So obviously must have been left behind by the past. And are ancient relics from the Void Century, I'm assuming. Which makes it very interesting knowing why they were left behind and what those swords represent. Because obviously we know what the swords represent in the Holy Land. So in the Holy Land, the swords represent the 20 kingdoms that serve under the Istamestrisama, that serve under the WG, that serve under the Celestial Dragons. So, do the swords on the Blue Sea, do they represent the places that belong to Joy Boy, or that potentially could belong one day to Joy Boy, like individuals or places that are connected to Joy Boy? So we know that Onigashima for sure is connected to Joy Boy with the Kaido stuff, and Elbaf is the Joy Boy connection, right? Specifically the Nika connection. So it's like, I wonder if there is a similarity there with the blades in the Blue Sea that represent one side of the conflict, whereas the blades that are injected into the Holy Land represent the kingdoms that are under Istamestrisama. I think there very well could be a sort of thing that's being cooked there. Maybe. I could be reaching, but I think that is interesting. Notice that the tip of the sword pierces the tree's trunk near the base, and that's how long it is. That is interesting. Let me go back to the... Yeah, no, you're right. It pierces right through it all the way to the backside. So, Luffy and them are on the very bottom, heading up the bridge. So we've got a couple layers to make it up there. Onto the second part. Oh, man, that's going to be crazy. The second part where the actual Elbaf is. This humongously large rope bridge. So now we have 3 separate plot lines going in. With the Straw Hats that are on the boat, with Dory and Brogy. We've got the other Straw Hats, which are on the bridge. And we have Luffy who's with Loki. So those are the 3 plot lines that are going to be intersecting here very soon. Jesus Alvarez comes in with a 2 and says, thank you, Josh Pointer, by the way. Mihawk victim. Hey, comes in and says, Loki as the next Straw Hat Nakama, we need a giant. If they can fit Loki on the ship, sure. It's just that Loki's like 40,000 sunnies. That guy's insane, man. Recon, the other prince of... thank you, Jesus Alvarez. That is a possibility I'm not going to throw out. But I think right now I'm just so excited about about the possibilities of Loki as an antagonist, as well as the possibilities of Loki as a character in parallel with Luffy in this arc. That if we do end up getting a character like that as a Straw Hat, I think that'd be super cool. But we'll see how he is as an antagonist and or as a prominent character within this arc first. But going back to Leonardo's comment, Recon, the other Prince of Elba Visage, I think I did not miss that. I saw that within the thing. I was just more so within the moment of who they were potentially talking about as the other guy, which eventually, of course, ended up being Loki. So Hadrudin and Loki both being the princes, I think is really interesting. And could end up being, or not could, will end up being a huge part of this arc, I'm assuming. You're saying that it could lead into the Fishman Island prophecy, Alexei. That's interesting. Let me see. Yeah, that is Trolls in the Sky FC. Subra. Dude, somebody colored the panel from 11:30? Beak. The One Piece fan letter official trailer and the One Piece remaster official ending. Oh man, so the trailer I think we might be able to get away with on stream. The ending we're definitely not going to be able to get away with this. So let me see if I can pull up the official fan letter and see if we can react to that here. We're in Elbaf. So this is what's airing tomorrow, right? Flag Nards. No. My thing froze. Okay. Fan letter. Okay. Dude, why does my stream keep resetting every time I do that? Are you planning to react to the Fishman Island remaster? I don't think I'll be reacting to the Fishman Island remaster, but I will be definitely watching it, and I'll give my thoughts on certain things. No, but I am such a fan of Return to Sabaody, I might end up reacting. Well, maybe I might. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Let me pull out the window capture. Window. Alrighty, so let me get my thingy. Alright, so I'll be in the bottom corner. Alrighty, let's go pull up the other thing. Alright, y'all. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, let me make sure it looks good on the bottom. so I can see if the format is all right, and then we'll react to this. Dude, I really want to see the ending too, man. I didn't know we were gonna get new endings too. What are they gonna do for the opening? Oh, you guys can't see me. What the flip? Let me see. Yeah. There we go. Now I'm in the corner. Now I'm in the corner. Okay. Now we can do it. Now we go over. Make sure we're good. Okay. So we're in the corner now. All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we got. Oh, dude, I love the artwork. Oh, yeah, we gotta mute that. Dude, I love the artwork, bro. This is what the whole show's gonna look like? She's dressed like Nami, bro. The Strike Crew reunites at Sabaody Archipelago today for Return to Sabaody? Oh, is that for the remake? Dude, I love the artwork, bro. Look at the artwork. Oh, wow. Dude, I love this art style. So is she just like a massive Nami fangirl? Oh, dude, I love it, man. Director Megumi Ishitani, character design and animation director Keisuke Mori. Wow, bro. Oh, I can't wait for that, dude. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Wow. That looks great. That genuinely looks great. Dang, dude. So, obviously for the ending, I'm not going to be able to get away with that. Yeah. Let me... Hey, Akbar J. If Toei gets rid of a chapter stream, then I just know I can never do that on a chapter stream ever again. But we can't try to hope. You know what I'm saying? We gotta try things. Gotta try it. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let's go back to small mode. One Piece Remaster official ending. I thought it was live action for a sec, but it was an ad. I was like, bro, what's going on? Alright, let's see what we got here. Dang, man, it's gonna show anime scenes? I don't know if I can show this. Because the other one was a trailer. I don't know if I can get away with this one. Alright, you know what? What I'll do is, I'll react to it. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll watch it like this. Because this one's going to be an ending. Wait, did I get away with it for the last ending? Let me see. I think I was good on the last ending. Let me see. If I got away with it on the last ending, I'll react to this ending. But I just don't remember. I don't remember if I... One Piece anime, One Piece anime. Did I get away with it for the anime? Did I get away with it for the anime, y'all? Don't show this? Okay, I'll just watch it. I'll watch it. I'll put a timer like how we normally do it. So let me pull up the thingy. Timer. Which one's the timer? Media source. Timer. All right, give me a sec while I find the timer. Timer. Okay. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wait, hold on, I can't press them both at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Whatever. It's almost the same. Oh, is this what it's going to look like? Oh, yeah, you can tell it's definitely a little different. Trust me, I've watched these episodes like a million times. It definitely looks a little different. Oh, yeah, it definitely looks a little different. It has like the Wano lining on it. Is that Tomorrow Black? Yo, these episodes are so legendary, bro. Even the Kuma episode 405 stuff reanimated? Or, not reanimated, but... the Luffy conquers hockey scene. This is the ending? Bro, that Zoro scene goes so hard, bro. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely gonna enjoy watching this, man. Oh, the panel of legend, bro. Wow, dude. It looks good. It looks good. I might have to. Yeah, it has the Wano visual effects. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, so dude, it looks great. It actually looks really, really good. The opening for the remaster is gonna be the Stride singing "We Go." Dude, don't tell me that, man. Don't tell me that. I already love We Go as much as it is. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching it. Like I said, I still don't know what I'm going to do in regards to covering it, especially since Bleach is airing. Excuse me. But we'll see. We'll see, because I really want to watch it, though. I definitely want to watch it. Wow. Dang, man. Dude, I can't get over how good the fan letter special looks. The fan letter special looks awesome. Like, I can definitely see the Keisuke Mori and Megumi Shitani of it. It feels like I'm watching a whole anime in the Yamato sequence from 1015, which is so cool. So cool. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to call it here because I do have to go to work in a few hours. Akbar J says, by the way, me and my brother has been playing Yakuza 7. My brother's finished it and already beat Joe Amon while I'm 2 chapters away from clearing it. Truly an amazing entry of the series, Ichiban Party. Yo, Ichiban Party, bro. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying Yakuza 7. Fantastic game. Fantastic game. Definitely let me know how y'all feel. Once you continue with it. With new sound effects for the first time in 25 years, that's going to be crazy, Subra. Crazy. Coach, I know this ain't One Piece, but I gotta deliver the peak. I'm halfway through Trails in the Sky SC, and I've cried several times through peak. Dude, Gustav, Trails in the Sky SC is a masterful video game. Oh, I'm so glad you're experiencing the greatest. Bro, absolute peak, man. That game is special. So special. So special. Appreciate you, Gustav. Thank you so much. For updating me on that. Please continue to update me for the Trail's greatness. Personally, so Tetsuya Sauce says, personally, I'd love to see a reaction to the remake, considering they're condensing things down from 50 plus 21 episodes. It'd be super cool to see how they handle the pacing. Yeah, like I said, I'll definitely be watching it. I'm gonna try my. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Gustav, I'm sorry. That's what you saw. I'm gonna see how. I'm gonna see if by the time that episode airs, which is next week, if I can catch up to the anime, which I don't think will be possible. Who cares? And I'll have plenty of time to catch up to the anime. I just have to see like if I can balance both Bleach and One Piece on the same night. Mist, what's good, yo? Yeah, bro, it's so good to see you, man. It's been a while. Yeah, man, we're safe, doing big things thanks to the One Piece greatness. You know what I mean, Mist? It makes me so happy. No, of course. Thank y'all for being here. My bro says King Recon's number 2 and Joy Girl's number 1. Yo, all love to Joy Girl. All love to Joy Girl, yo. She's doing her thing. I appreciate the high praise, yo. Also playing Metaphor. Dude, y'all have no idea, man. I'm not gonna speak anything else on that either. Oh man, I'm loving the flag nerds out of that game. Will you be reacting to the Hunter x Hunter if you ever? Yes. So Senato will be back on Sunday for Hunter x Hunter. Tomorrow will be either a Bleach or, I mean, for sure the One Piece special. I'm reacting to that for sure tomorrow night. But hopefully I'll be able to get Bleach too. But for Hunter x Hunter, we will be here on Sunday for a double to both Hunter x Hunter chapters. No question for that. So, but regardless, I will see y'all next time. For the greatness. This has been a fantastic stream. Absolutely loved both of these chapters, but especially 11:30. Yo, man, that meant something to me. Those final 2 pages meant something to me, man. Let me translate this final message before we go off air. Here. Loki has a similar vibe to Doflamingo. Loki offers to free Luffy from his bonds in exchange for meat. Could you imagine Luffy coming in and exchanging, Loki's like, yo, I got some food for you if you can free me from here. It's like, oh yeah? Let's make that happen. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that happening. Oh man, what a chapter. I will see y'all. Once again, thank you so much for this, and next week will be another fun one for the channel. But if you're into any of the stuff we cover, this weekend's also going to be some fun. So I will see y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and man, we're off to a fantastic start with this arc, dude. We're finally in Elbaf, bro. Like.